Alright, y'all, so I'm finna do this cold start real quick. It's like 41 degrees outside. My car's been sitting for like the last, 12 hours, so we'll see how it sounds when I start it up. See, what I should have did is I should have parked my car facing out that way. Sound could have traveled out there instead of back in the garage and shit. What's up with that? What's up, YouTube? I'm Deron the Mastodon, and welcome to another episode of Respect the Six. If you're new to the series, be sure to check out the other episodes of Respect the Six. If you're rocking with the content, go ahead and like those videos, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. So one of the big, I guess you could say debates in the V6 community, or just any car community really, is what is the best sounding exhaust system? I got this hood on because my hair is really nappy and I ain't pick it out yet. But anyways, now I kind of touched on this subject about exhaust in the V6 community when I made my episode about don't straight pipe your V6, and I still feel the same way about that shit. Don't straight pipe your shit, but I'll get into that setup in a little later on. There is no right answer when it comes to what is the best exhaust setup for a V6. Now, I've made two exhaust videos about my exhaust. My first episode and the one I made back in June, I have the Pipes Performance exhaust installed. Now, I've already said that the mid-muffler delete is probably one of the worst setups you can do for your V6. It honestly is fucking trash as shit. I don't even need to go into detail about it. I would throw a clip up in here, but if somebody whose clip it was from, that I took it from, sees this shit, I don't want them to flag my video because they in their feelings. Now, let's talk about the straight pipe again, man. Because I probably made some people mad with that video that I dropped. Check this out. It's not that I'm a fucking straight pipe hater. It's just, you can't get that setup and be like, oh, it's the loudest setup for a V6. No, it's not. You got to delete the cats along with the muffler and the resonator to get the loudest, the title of the loudest V6. And as I stated in my previous video, and most of y'all already know this shit, the straight pipe only sound good when you first start up your car and it's idling. That's the only time that shit sound good. When you want to sit up here in these streets and shit and do pulls like this, yo, straight pipe ain't comparing to this shit, yo. It sound like fucking trash compared to a setup like mine or other people's setup. And that's no hate to anybody who has a straight pipe V6. We all have different preferences. We all have different things that sound good to us. Now, to me, it don't sound good to be on your fucking, accelerator with a straight pipe. But to other men, that sounds good to them. And, to each his own. But you can't really say you had the best exhaust setup if you got a straight pipe. Let's keep it all the way, funky with that one. One exhaust setup that I feel like is a tad bit overhyped, but it's still a really good setup, the Super 10 with no resonator setup. If you're on a budget, you ain't trying to buy a full catback exhaust system and spend that bread, that's a good setup. But at the same time, this feel like it's a little overhyped because it's really not the best sounding exhaust setup for the V6. It's good, but it's not the best. And I feel like if you truly believe that, then, you kind of lying to yourself. When it comes to saying what is the best exhaust setup for a V6 or any car, you have to look at different factors. You can't just look at, okay, how it sounds when it starts up. Okay, what else? How it sounds when it's idling. How does it sound when it's cruising? Is there a lot of drone? Is it pretty quiet in the cabin? How does it sound like when you fucking getting on it? It's like 4 different, areas that we need to, figure out before we can sit up here and say, oh, this is the best setup. And, compared to other setups, how does this shit fare? It's not the best. I think the Solo Performance sounds better than that. I think Orla A-Tag sound better than that. Hell, even the Corsa sound better than that setup. But a lot of people don't want to spend that bread for them full catback exhaust system, and I don't fucking blame them. It's a lot of money to be invested in that shit. Even the system that I got, the Pipe Street Performance, you can find that for under $600 if you're looking. But still, some people don't want to spend that type of money on it and then have to pay a couple $100 to have it installed. I see a lot of people who make exhaust videos for their V6s and they put that in the title, oh, it's the best setup. And I understand why they do that. You don't get views, you don't get subscribers. It's what we all want at the end of the day. I watch a lot of V6 content on YouTube, so you just see some people that make straight pipe videos. And it's funny because I seen a video, I was scrolling, and I seen a video that says why you need to straight pipe your V6, and right under it was my video, which was do not straight pipe your V6. I thought that shit was funny because if you truly believe you should straight pipe your V6 and that's gonna get you the best sound, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you are incredibly wrong. You are so fucking wrong. And I know I'll probably get a dislike from someone who owns a straight pipe, who has a straight pipe setup. But I ain't trying to clown y'all. It's just some of y'all just delusional as hell, man. I gotta leave the straight pipe alone. I'm gonna leave that setup alone. But that's what I mean. I be on YouTube. I watch different exhaust setups, and some people, they be straight pump faking with their titles. But I understand it. It's clickbaity in a way, but you know, we gotta try to get traffic on our videos some type of way. And that's not to say that I will never clickbait. If I do, it ain't gonna be like on some Mr. Organic or Tall Guy shit where it's like, oh, I'm taking my car to a dyno and then I don't show y'all the numbers. I will never do no punk ass shit like that. I would expect y'all to dislike the shit, leave a bunch of comments like where the fuck the numbers at. Like, I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging like that. I'm just saying that me not clickbaiting, I can't say that won't happen, but I just won't clickbait on that type of level. I could have easily put in the title of my exhaust videos, oh, this is the best setup. You know what I'm saying? It's the loudest setup. No, it's not. It's not the best. It's not the loudest. And it just sounds better than what a lot of people got. That's all. I should have took off my glasses this whole time that I've been sitting here. To wrap up this episode of Respect to 6, y'all, just, you know what I'm saying, watch videos, listen carefully. The videos ain't gonna do the exhaust notes that much justice. So you just gotta really experiment sometimes with the exhaust. Just don't get on YouTube, watch a video and be like, okay, it had best sounding exhaust system for your V6 in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch this video and I'm gonna do what they do. No, watch several videos. Watch, 10 plus videos if you have to. Don't stress about trying to have the best sounding V6. Man, it ain't really that fucking deep, to be honest with you. Unless you really in competition out here, it's really not that deep. But I will say that if you truly want to be able to say you have the best sounding V6, unless you do some crazy ass custom shit, and specifically I'm talking about your downpipes, if you do something with that, add some high flow cats, you know what I'm saying, to your custom exhaust, then you might be able to fucking do something for real. To me, the best sounding exhaust system I done heard on a V6 on YouTube, I'm gonna play y'all a clip of it. And I'm gonna only play y'all a little snippet of it because y'all gonna have to watch the whole video on your own time. I'm not gonna throw the whole clip up in here, but if you do want to watch the whole video, I'll leave it in the comments. But to me, this is the best sounding V6 that I've heard on YouTube. When you add in that boiler ATAC with some high flow cats, man, that just takes the sound of the Pentastar to a whole nother level to me. To me, that setup right there is the best setup I done heard on a V6 thus far on YouTube. That sound better than the straight pipe, sound better than my shit, sound better than the Super 10 no resonator. That is a great setup for the V6. But a lot of people, they're not gonna spend the money on that setup because the boiler ATAC, that's over a band. The high flow cats from AFE, those are over a band. I think those are like $1,200 for real. So that's like right there, that's like $2,200 right there just to invest in that setup. For some of us, that'd be worth it. Others, it ain't worth it. To me, that'd be worth it. If you keep your V6, you making content on YouTube and you want to sit up here and say that you have one of the best V6s on this bitch, that'd be the setup I'll go with. For real. All right, y'all, that's going to wrap up this episode of Respect to 6. If you like the video, go ahead and drop a like. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But until then, y'all, I'll see you in the next episode of Respect to 6. I'm out.